No, well, a 10 times 10 battle. I'll play especially hard if it increases my rank, which I don't think it does. Hey, the shifty station. Well, I know some tricks for this. That's the last one where I used my brilliant up the middle technique. Well, not up the middle, the thing where I jank them. How? How are you not? Wow, you lived. Maybe he had the shield on, but yeah, that was like way too many hits he took. Well, I mean, yeah, I wonder if they have armor on, because that also felt like I should have killed him slightly quicker than I did. Like, I still won the exchange, so I'm not going to accuse anybody of cheating. That would just be, yeah, really petty. But yeah, I'm going to say they probably have some sort of, yeah, like, gear armor. If that makes sense. Well, if this guy kills me, I can see their... Yeah, what do you have? What do you have? What do you... No, you don't have any armor on. How? Huh. I'm just confused. Then again, it might just show that I don't know my weapon as well, but yeah, huh. I will encourage anybody watching, though, like, if there is any time where somebody is obviously cheating and I'm just too dumb to know about it, please tell me in the comments. Yeah, it's always that guy, huh. Like, sure, I killed him twice, but it just seems like that is like the, you know, like, it's a team of 4, and the one guy that I'm, you know, encountering... Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. It always weirds me out when it feels like I'm not doing terrible, and yet we're still, you know, like, super losing. Because that is the current state of things. We are not doing well. Okay. Yeah, I really need to look up, like, weapon damages more. Darn it. I was a bit too ballsy there. To see how many hits it actually takes to take out, you know, like, take out people with each weapon. Because I know, yeah. Hey, AI. That's what I thought. Okay, you know what? Just gonna do the part where I, unless I get... And you're gonna... No. This guy's gonna come back. I'm gonna say that was lag, but seriously, I was like, you know... I was like 5 feet to the left, and you're just... It's just like, oh, he killed you. I mean, it would have been nice to know that real time. Yeah. That's what I should do, yeah. Should just do more research on this game in general. How do I use the baller? How to tell the difference between when you know, when you're fighting a hacker or when you just suck. That'd be a fun one. Because, you know, I don't mind losing per se. But, yeah, if something feels a little unfair, that is when it does not feel good. I don't think that's, like, too strange of a thing. And, you know, like, if you know ahead of time, I guess it's also, like, I was thinking of comparing it to, like, how the amiibo in Smash, when you train an amiibo fighter up, once they get up to, like, a certain level, it's not that they're necessarily, like, they are, I think, better programmed, but I think it's still at only, like, the level of a level 9, which isn't actually all that bad. At least not typically, I don't think. But, you know, like, they have pretty good, like, they have decent AI. But, you know, like, most really good players should be able to outmaneuver them, and yet they can't beat them because they just have stronger attacks. But the whole thing with that is, at least at least if you know much about amiibos, you know that the case is that they're just ridiculously strong for, like, no reason. So if you fight them, it's like you go into it knowing that you're looking for a challenge. Whereas, you know, like, if you're just fighting somebody online and they're cheating and you don't know they're cheating. Reminds me of, like, a really weird, like, exchange I had in Pokemon once. Like, at one point, I had gone into Toys R Us for, like, Celebi or something, right? Everybody's right here. Great. But yeah, might not have been Celebi. It was for a mystical, yeah, mystic Pokemon, though. Mythical. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, like, I went in... More on that in a minute. I went in and, you know, like, we were just, you know, like, a bunch of people were just hanging out. And, you know, like, I want to say it was, like, 16 or 17. And there was, like, this kid, he was probably, like, you know, like, 12 or something. So, like, younger than me. And he's like, oh, you want to play Pokemon? And I'm just like, oh, yeah, sure, we can kill some time, you know, like, we can kill some time with some Pokemon. I'll play you, sure. And we, like, set up the rules, right? And it was like, da-da-da-da. You know, like... 6-on-6. I don't think it was, like, a double. I think it was just, like, 1-on-1 thing. And, like, each side got, like, 1 legendary. And, like, that seemed pretty fair. So, you know, that's how we were doing it. Like, I think he used Celebi. That's why I was confused with that. And then, yeah, I think I just used some gooberish one either. Like, not, like, a really competitively viable one. But kind of neat. Okay. I knew there was someone behind me. But, yeah, so I did that. So we fight. Well, we get set up to fight. And, like, right as we hit the, you know, like, the play button, pretty much, right? Like, start battle button. He's like, oh, I hacked my Pokemon so that they have moves they shouldn't normally have. Which, you know, like, immediately, like, you know, we just agreed to this, and he, like, starts out, like, as soon as we start the, you know, like, right as we're starting the match. Like, you know, like, there's no take-backsies at this point. He's like, ay. That I can understand. Immediately just being, though, like, I'm cheating! It, like, really ticked me off. And then, yeah, like, we fought, and I, like, slaughtered him. Like, one of my Pokemon, you know, like, got taken out. And it was one of those things, you know, like, I was upset that even one got taken out, because since this guy was, like, a dirty, filthy cheater, like, I didn't want to lose even one. So, but then, you know, he's like, at the end, he's like, oh, good match! And you know, I would normally be like, you know, it would not matter what it was, typically. Like, you know, it could have been completely one-sided. Like, you know, one side could have just completely wiped the other one, and, you know, I would do, like, the good game, typically. But I was, like, so ticked off that this guy was just like, I cheated! That I was just, like, you know, like, I just walked away silently. And, you know, like I said, he was a younger guy, yeah, like, he was younger than me, like, there was enough of an age gap that I probably should have just been like, well, you know what, kids are dumb, whatever. But no, like, with this, it, like, greatly offended me. It was like, I cannot believe that. It felt like a very personal insult. That this guy was just, yeah. Fighting me under false pretenses, whatever. Challenging me, it just... And I mean, you know, like, he wasn't even, like I said, it was like, I wiped him, like, I had 5 Pokemon left. So, you know, like, it's not like he was using his cheating to give himself, like, the strongest moves. It was just like, haha, my Typhlosion can use Surf. And it was just dumb stuff like that. But, yeah, it is still kind of cheating, because even if you don't have it optimized, there is just the fact that, you know, like, you're not gonna, like, go into a match and be like, I'm gonna use my Rock Pokemon against this Typhlosion because it's strong against it, and then he, you know, like, hit you with, like, a frickin' water move. So, yeah, it's cheating. It's cheating. But I was still ticked off. Yeah, what I was gonna say, that I said more about that later, is they seemed, like, really well coordinated. on that last match, so sometimes I have to wonder, I'm doing this solo, I sometimes have to wonder if there's not enough people around that they're just like, yeah, fight this actual team. You know, the one that's probably communicating and, you know, like getting the optimal plays because they could be like, okay, you go here. Okay, we're taking and holding the middle. Just the things that keep me up at night. Yeah, let's see, what are we? About 35 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna quite make Queen, but you know what? Actually, yeah, I know how I'll cap this off. Stay tuned for a special surprise once we're done. Which will probably be like an episode from now. Okay, and... Okay, yeah, wow, I was like, for a second there, I'm like, I'm gonna somehow win this, but then I ran out of ink. Yeah. Should also try and get involved, like, if I got involved in the Splatoon community, I feel like I could also, like, learn a lot. Because just, like, look at that. They had, like, you know, they optimized the way they got, you know, like, their screen coverage, well, stage coverage, like, immediately. Like, they immediately had a ton of crap. I'm shooting this guy in the back. How is he not dead? Okay. Okay. Oh, one of our guys. Holy cow. He wandered all the way back around. That was... I mean, good on you. There's a Splatfest going on. Also, apparently you won like a ×10 battle, and you're abandoning the Splatfest? Come on, we need you, Kylie. Kylie? I don't know how to pronounce that name. Okay. I think they're... Are they coming or are they not? I'm trying to keep some stage awareness here. I have the sound turned down, so that does not help, but... Where'd you go, my sweet potato? Okay, now he's got help. Ay, that hit detection again. It's just always gonna drive me crazy when I dodge and then, you know, like I clearly dodge out of the way and I'm not getting hit and then I die. Like I said, I'm sure there's like just the explanation of... that was dumb. Of, you know, the whole... I got hit, but the game didn't detect it until after, you know, the movement already was carried out on my screen. But, yeah, it's still just like, why? Well, this ain't good. Damn it. D-beat. Well, at least they were also team catch-up, so I don't have to feel bad. Plus, I kind of partially given up on the whole, you know, queen rank at this point. I just cut it way too close with this one. We are at 32 minutes. 32 minutes, and the Splatfest will allegedly be done. Thanks for watching. The game capture cut out shortly after this, so today's episode gets cut a little short. We'll have one last full episode tomorrow, where it cuts off the end of the Splatfest. At least as far as I'm concerned. Look forward to it.